So here we are back on the stump, and here we're watching and listening to the Ohio Governor John Kasich. He's at a diner in Philadelphia, and we've been trying to figure out whether or not he's addressing the new Cruz/Kasich versus Trump strategy. We haven't heard it directly yet, and we're not sure whether or not he'll take a question on it. So we're just... screen's a little bit of a mess right now, but you'll see it center up in a moment, and you'll see the diners in Philly as the campaign continues there.
A feel for what it's like out there.
Yeah.
A lot of rough and tumble, a lot of shaking hands and talking to everybody. But that's the big story of the day, obviously. The deal that has been struck between John Kasich and Ted Cruz. Will it work? Is it too little too late? That is a big question. But both of these gentlemen believe that there will be a contested convention come Cleveland in July. Here's Ted Cruz when he spoke with us about it last night in the town hall.
The danger of a contested convention is that the party emerges fractured. What I can tell you is that if I earn the support of a majority of the delegates there, and I believe that's what's going to happen, then we are going to work very, very hard to welcome every single Trump supporter.
Pennsylvania Congressman Lou Barletta is a Trump supporter, and he joins us now. Congressman, good morning. Good to have you with us today.
Good morning, Martha. Good to be here.
Thanks for coming. So what do you think about this new deal that has been struck between Ted Cruz and John Kasich? What's your opinion?
I've never seen anything like it, where the establishment and the candidates are ganging up on a frontrunner who is up by millions of votes. You know, never have I ever saw anything like this. Rather than rally behind the frontrunner so that we're united, this party could be divided and hand the election over to Hillary Clinton along with the Supreme Court picks. That's what's at stake here. Again, I've never seen a frontrunner being attacked by its own so close to the nomination.
Well, you know, John Kasich spoke about that last night. He said, look, we've had 10 contested conventions in the Republican Party. This is not something that is highly unusual or unseen, and that there aren't, you know, the majority is sort of split at this point, and that Donald Trump hasn't been able to secure a majority, although everyone can see clearly that he's on the path to securing that nomination, it would appear. And he certainly has the most delegates. But he says, what's the big deal? You know, let's go to Cleveland and let the winner win.
I think it's highly unusual. You know, none of the other candidates have any chance to get to 1, 2, 3, 7, only one. The fact that they're still in it, still now ganging up, and, you know, right from the very beginning, Martha, it's been very transparent to the American people who are angry and taking that anger out by going to the polls that they don't agree that the establishment should pick the nominee for our party.
All right. You know, a lot of discussion, obviously, about Donald Trump and whether or not he has the temperament to be president. And we saw Paul Manafort over the weekend talking about, you know, the different sort of roles that people play in campaigns. And obviously, you know, some behavior and way of talking is suitable on the campaign trail and others in different places. But Donald Trump seems to be perhaps more comfortable with the persona that he takes on when he's out on the campaign trail. Here he is kind of talking about that. Let's watch.
Being presidential is easy. Much easier than what I have to do. If I was presidential, first of all, I'd have a teleprompter. You ever see crooked Hillary Clinton? She walks in. Good afternoon, Bridgeport. How are you? This is crooked Hillary Clinton.
What do you think, Lou?
Well, I think that's why 10,000 people are going to show up to see him tonight here in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. And Cruz and Kasich had events here that maybe 500 people have shown up. You're going to see the boardroom Donald Trump, but I think he's exactly what this country needs. Someone who's put political correctness aside and really deal with the issues and saying the things that people are thinking. They don't want a politician anymore. They want an executive in the executive office and someone who's going to put America first, and he's exactly what we need. You know, sometimes bringing a bull into the china shop might not be a bad idea.
All right. Well, it's fascinating to watch. Congressman Barletta, thank you very much for being here today. It's a pleasure to have you. We'll see you next time.